Welcome to Digital Asset News, the top stories in cryptocurrency digital assets. Now breaking down to bite-sized pieces. Today, I want to talk to you and bring you somebody that has been in the game for quite some time. This is Diddy from the Bitcoin family, and he has been investing in Bitcoin since 2013. And he's going to give us a lot of subjective information about what is going on before, now, and what could potentially go on in the future. And just so you know, Diddy's kind of like me. We both love Bitcoin. We have a different approach in how we invest into it. We're going to talk about that. But we both have a similar, actually, price prediction. Mine is Bitcoin is at around 150K by the end of the year, and Diddy is somewhere between 121 and 200,000 by the end of this year. So really, it's the same type of message that we've been trying to share with everybody, and that is that we're going to get there to the promised land, just that it's going to take a little bit of time, and there's going to be some major dips. And you have to understand that even Diddy has talked about and said in his recent video that he can see a retracement of 40%. So I know that sounds scary for some people, where they say, man, it was at 40,000, and to retrace 40%, we could be looking at 22,000. Well, that's exactly right. That's exactly what's going to happen. But I have to remind everybody a couple of things. First of all, you don't lose anything unless you sell. And the second thing is we're going to talk about dollar cost averaging, which is my way that I do things. I've been dollar cost averaging every day, every 3 days, and every week, depending on the cryptocurrency, for the last 4 years. And Diddy has got the exact opposite. He's like, you know what, just go all in. And we're going to actually marry the two. And I'm going to tell you exactly what we came up with. So let's jump right in and talk to Diddy. All right, everybody, so welcome back to the office. Today, there are some strange times ahead, right? We have gone through a lot of different instances of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency digital assets going up and down. And some people are a little bit frightened, and I can understand, especially if you are new to the game. So what I did was I reached out to my friend Diddy, also known as the Bitcoin family, to give us some insights as to not what is going on right now, which is great insight, but what has gone on before in the past, what's going on right now, and potentially what's going to happen in the future. So Diddy, welcome to the show. Thanks for coming back on. I appreciate it.
And thank you for inviting me again, Rob. And it's always an honor to be on your show, man. And I love to educate those new people, because I have the same problem on my tweets. People are freaking out, and they should start to zoom out. So I'm very happy to be able to do this in your show again.
Awesome. So here's what we're going to do. Let me share my screen real quick. Let's take a look at what the price is today. So today it is January 12th. It is 9:30 a.m. El Paso, Texas time. I don't know where Diddy is. He's all over the place. No, he's in Portugal. I don't know what the time is over there. But this is what we got right now. So Bitcoin was at what, 41, 42? And now we're at 34, 35. But we were down to almost 30,000 at one point. So a nice little rebound, right?
Beautiful pullback. A very healthy pullback, the ones we need. Because if we don't do this, it's impossible to only go up, up, up. Then where do we end?
Exactly. Where do we end? Hopefully to a million, like some people think it's going to go to. So this was the thing. I actually had Diddy on the show. This was back in December 2020, and I actually put that into my 100% free website, Dan Teaches Crypto, and you can see it right here. And we called it DCA versus All In, because Diddy here, he went in all in years ago. And then I have been slowly dollar cost averaging after I lost my tail when I got in at the very top of 2017. So the reason why Diddy is here, Diddy, take us back real quick. Take us back to when you first started, you heard about Bitcoin, and maybe you had got an interest into it. So was it around this time between January 2012 and 2015, maybe you heard about Bitcoin?
It was around 2013 when I first started mining Bitcoins.
Holy smokes.
And it was around 2014, around the first crash, I started Bitcoins out of fear, because I thought, oh, $1,200 crashing to $200, I'm going to lose my investment. That is when I started to sell my Bitcoins for $1,200, for $200, $300 at that time.
No way.
To break even. Mm-hmm. And then 2014, some things in life happened, so I didn't spend time to Bitcoin. 2015, I didn't spend time to Bitcoin. And in 2016, again, Bitcoin came onto my path again. And I started to realize I still had a few Bitcoins and the millions of Dogecoins. And they started to grow in value. And that was the end of 2016, beginning of 2017. Yeah.
We will get into Doge into another video. I gotta talk to you about that. That was interesting. So this is the thing. So everybody here who's really scared and frightened, just remember that everything goes in a cycle. And Diddy figured this out, and a lot of smart people figured it out. And it always goes, to me, what it looks like is halving, all-time high, dip, reset. You got a halving, all-time high, dip, reset. And now we're coming into 2021. We just went through a halving, and we're going to an all-time high. So when Diddy did this, I believe he probably was kicking himself when he let go of those Bitcoins around here. Right, Diddy?
Yeah, of course. When I let go in 2014, that was not the best timing.
So it doesn't matter how smart you are, how savvy you are. We have all been there, right? I've even done it myself. So as time has gone on, now we are here, Diddy. Now we're here.
Yeah.
So what's your advice for everybody moving forward into what could potentially happen?
Okay, so what happened after 2014? You know, then you got 2014 was a bearish year. 2016 was that sideways year, in my opinion, the same year that we had now in 2020. And then 2017 became this bull run. And we stepped in from the beginning of 2020 till the middle of 2020, that part indeed. And if you zoom back into that year, we had like multiple runs of 200% and multiple crashes of 40%. So it was an emotional roller coaster for us as well. But we were like, okay, we believe in Bitcoin. We believe it will go up in the end. So zoom out. Look at the monthly charts, and you can see that we are always going up. Yes, we have some crashes to create a healthy market. And I think now we still see the same. 2020, I think, is comparable with 2016. We started to grow again positive with Bitcoin after a huge bear market. And now in 2021, we will be copying 2017, 4 years later. It's a 4-year cycle, and we top every time in the 4th year in December. So that would be December 2021. I find it really interesting that if you take the charts and you create 12 monthly candles out of the charts, then you always have 3 green candles, now 1 red candle. And this red candle is the bearish year. And then you get the first green candle, the second green candle, and the third green candle. This third green candle is always the tallest candle. And that one is the candle that we are going to make now in 2021. So if you look in TradingView and you zoom out to that, it's really beautiful to see that the cycles, you have 1 red bearish year, 3 green bullish years, 1 red bearish year, 3 green. So I think we are now going to go into this last green candle, which will make a new all-time high in Bitcoin, way much higher than we see now.
Fantastic. So what I'll do is I'm going to ask you for those charts because you're the master of those, and I'm going to splice those into the video so people can know what you're talking about. But it totally makes sense to me. And this is why I had Diddy on, because I can only tell you back to my experience in 2017, but Diddy can take you back even farther than that. And if we take a look at the past, we can kind of get a look at what's going on now and what could potentially happen. So I think we're in for a good time. That's what I think anyhow.
I think we will be in for an amazing time. I have another chart. I will send you that one as well. And that is how you can see in 2017, when we look back to 2013, 2013 still looked like a huge, movement on the chart. And then when 2017 grew bigger and bigger, 2013 seemed to be a small hop into the charts.
Right.
Now, 2017 was the biggest mountain, the biggest run in the chart. Now, because of 2021, there's another run up to 40K. You can already see the 2017 run decreasing to a small hump again. And 2013 is almost invisible. So I believe the 2070 hump we see now will be even smaller when we end this bull run. It's a really cool chart. Yeah, I will show you that one as well.
Awesome. I will take that. So then before we take off, I want to talk about, real quick, about what we talked about in our original show when we talked about DCA versus all-in. Because Diddy, he's like me. He believes in Bitcoin, but he's unlike me as he went all in. And I am more like a dollar cost averager. So we went back and forth a little bit. And then at the end, Diddy had some good advice. He goes, you know what? He goes, instead of if you don't want to do my thing, because you can't give financial advice, all that good stuff. He said, why don't you just take a big lump of whatever you have and then dollar cost average that into it? So I was thinking to myself, that's a pretty good idea. So you can either do what Diddy does and just say, selling my house, I'm selling my kidneys, I'm selling everything, and I'm going to put it all. I'm going to put it all on Bitcoin at one point, and then let it ride, baby. Or you can be like me, dollar cost average, or you can marry the two together. And I was thinking about this. If I would have done this I would have been way ahead because Diddy, this is where I actually went all in right around here. This is when I went all in. And then I crashed down. But what if I could have done this? What if I could have taken, let's just keep very simple. Let's take $6,000 and every 2 weeks I put in $1,000. If I would have put in 1,000 here, then maybe 1,000 here, then 1,000 here, 1,000 here, 1,000 here, 1,000 here. Is that 6 roughly? I would have been okay. Instead of just going all in. Now, if I would have been smart, I would have put it in all in here. Or if I was really, really smart, which I'm not, I would have put it all in back here. But I can't find that. So I would just say like this. This is my philosophy. You can be like Diddy. You can be a little like me. You can be right in the middle. It's whatever you want to do. But I think you can't go wrong if you put into Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, and some digital assets, the smart ones. Diddy, what do you think?
Since I've been on your show, I've of course also been thinking, and a lot of people are asking me the difference, and I've been educating you because people are a lot afraid to go all in, and I tell them, then do the step in between, then dollar cost average into it, but first sell everything you own, then you have this bag of money, because most people don't have the bag of money separate, you know, they have a house and overvalue and everything, sell it, you have the bag of money, start to live a beautiful decentralized traveling life at dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin. And if you really believe in Bitcoin going to 100K or 200K, you only need to have, like, if you invest 100K now, 1 Bitcoin left in 2 years' time, because then you're breaking even again with your investment while you live the beautiful life. Right. So you dollar cost average into the, I since you educated me, I'm educating some secure people as well, again, on the dollar cost averaging.
See, it's perfect. And then so great, it all works out. And then when me and Diddy talked, this is in December 2020, if I would have went all in, it'd have been perfect timing, right? It really would have been. But unfortunately, like, my case sometimes is different as well as everybody else. Like, I have to keep some liquidity for my businesses. And then also because, like, if I want to do like business loans and things like that, the bank has to see certain things, and I got to still deal with the banks. We're not there with DeFi yet. I think we're going to get there at some point, but here we are. And I can only take so many loans against my crypto, so that's it. But yeah, there's a lot of options out there. So Diddy, thanks for coming on and easing everybody's fears. It's always good to have you here, and you're welcome back anytime. Anything else we should know?
Yes, I always say the same, man. Don't freak out, but zoom out when it comes to charts. And start to freak out when you're not zooming in at live. You need to zoom in at live and enjoy every single minute of the day instead of watching the charts every single minute of the day, because that will make you freak out.
Awesome. So everybody, in the link in the description, there's going to be a link to Diddy's channel. Go check it out. The Bitcoin family, they travel everywhere. They do pretty cool stuff, and you can just learn from one of the masters out there. Diddy, thanks for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for inviting me. Have a beautiful day.